Morning.
To have this capacity to inspire
Ito
people
tayo ng
and
upper
create
chest.
art.
U.S. authorities say Ted Kaczynski, the so-called Unabomber who carried out a deadly bombing campaign across the country, has died at the age of 81. From 1978 to 1995, Kaczynski mailed and delivered homemade explosives that killed 3 people and wounded 23 others. CNN follows Sandoval.
Known infamously as the Unabomber,
Upper
Ted
chest,
Kaczynski was serving
saka
8 life
bicep.
sentences for a 17-year deadly reign of terror when he died Sunday. Prison officials tell CNN the ailing 81-year-old was found unresponsive in a cell overnight. His cause of death not yet released. In December 2021, Kaczynski was transferred to a federal medical facility in Butner, North Carolina, used to house inmates with health conditions.
I think it's very important for transparency reasons to fully understand the circumstances around the death, but I would caution speculation at this point. We don't really have any reason to believe anything untoward happened here just yet.
Andrew Cade is the former FBI deputy director who was with the Bureau as agents closed the Unabomber case. It was in 1978 when Kaczynski started his campaign of violence by leaving a mail bomb in a parking lot at Chicago University. He'd go on to plant explosives on an airplane, university buildings, and by computer stores. He also mailed powerful bombs to university professors and business executives. By the time he was arrested in 1996, his 60 devices killed 3 innocent people and injured 23 others. His own words, published in a manifesto where he eventually led FBI agents to his off-the-grid primitive cabin in the woods of Montana, tipped off by Kaczynski's own brother.
He pursued this bombing campaign as a way of striking back against technological advancement, which he believed was damaging the environment in ways that he would stop.
Before becoming a prolific bomber, Kaczynski was a high school honor student in Illinois, who enrolled at Harvard at just 16. It was during his college years that Kaczynski took a dark turn, called his brother.
Ted was withdrawing. There wasn't the desire to come home and enjoy the family.
As part of a deal with prosecutors to dodge the death penalty, Kaczynski admitted to the bombings and was sent to Colorado's Supermax prison, where he remained until his medical transfer. At the time of Kaczynski's 1998 sentencing, the widow of victim Jill Murray wrote, "He will never, ever kill again."
And as we look to learn more about the circumstances surrounding Kaczynski's death, the Federal Bureau of Prisons confirming that they located him. He was unresponsive in his cell over the weekend. He was transferred to a hospital where staff there pronounced him dead. Polo Sandoval, CNN, New York.
And we're following a developing story out of Russia where a U.S. citizen has been detained on drug charges. A statement from a Moscow court identified the man as Travis Lee, a quote, former paratrooper and musician. It also says he'll remain in custody until August 6th. Video of Lee's arrest and his police mugshot were published in a Russian tabloid outlet on Thursday. CNN also filmed Lee in 2014 for an episode of Anthony Bourdain's Parts Unknown. Lee's mother and the U.S. State Department say they are aware of the reports of his arrest. The State Department spokesman says they will pursue consular access as soon as possible. The pontiff, still on the mend after having surgery a few days ago. We'll find out how he's resuming his duties from his hospital bed in Rome. That's when we come back.
My name is Simon Sadiq. I am the right-hand director of Joyland. It is a concept in Pakistan in the city of Lahore. It follows a patriarchal conservative joint family, and in particular, youngest son, he gets a job at this semi-erotic dance theater as a background dancer with a trans girl. He starts falling in love with her and she with him. There are many such theaters in Lahore, and they function like an open secret. So it's a real theater that we shot in. It was certainly the biggest day of the film shoot, and we knew that we had 500 extras. We had rehearsed beforehand with the choreographers and all the dancers, and Ali and Alina were playing Heather and Reba were like really invested in sort of making that moment memorable for them in an emotional way, not just in a visual and beautiful way. It was really that sweat and tears for real.
On the next Living Golf, visit one of the sporting capitals of the world and see how golf is growing in Brazil. Can a young superstar help swing the game into the mainstream?
When I'm playing tomorrow, I just feel like everyone is supporting me in Brazil.
And visit the City of God favela, where access to the game is changing lives. Living Golf, Saturday on CNN, in association with Golf Saudi.
Europe is expecting a tourist boom this summer. The travel insurance company Allianz says the number of Americans headed there is expected to surge by 55% over last year. The owner of the travel agency in New Jersey says he hasn't seen numbers like this since the 1970s. The top three destinations on the Allianz list are London, Paris, and Dublin this year, but do not expect any bargain flights. Airfares to Europe are at a 5-year high. The average round-trip ticket from the US approaching $1,200. That's $300 more than last year. The UK is going to start charging for admission to the whole country. It will begin assessing a so-called visa waiver fee by the end of 2024. The ticket would be good for 2 years. The fee will be £10. That's roughly the equivalent of $12.50 US. The fee to enter the European Union is currently €7. The United States has charged a similar fee itself since 2009. Canadian officials say firefighters have contained most of the wildfires burning in eastern Quebec, thanks in part to favourable weather conditions. It, of course, led to all those